Yep, I started mine. I tagged you in mine. You can do it just like with Twitter, and that way, you get cross traffic without having to constantly do. Hey, make sure you follow blah blah blah. Oh, I should probably add. I was gonna say you might want to mute your desktop. Oh, because you're gonna. Well, maybe not. Maybe yours isn't as bad as mine was. I used to hear the echo in mine a long time ago. Okay. And then let me pull up. I hate when I close a tab and I was using it, like needing to use it a second ago. So I was looking for your channel and I was like, wait a minute, I don't follow you on Twitter? What the hell? I still try to make it a point. Yeah, I'm live if you're ready. Let me launch my my side of the game. What's that? I'm running it off of Microsoft Games Xbox Pass. Oh, there's a goddamn update. Are you kidding me? I just playing this. What? Oh, do you mean if the game will still launch without it? Yeah. Yeah, you do a code just to get the cross platform going. All right, I've launched my stream. I'm just gonna go live with it. Hey, I've got a pixie in the audience already. All right, Pixie, keep an eye on your name here in the chat. There we go. Next time you come in, you'll see it. All right, I got my game's launched. Now I'm just gonna unmute my desktop. It'll be easier than trying to figure out how to run OBS through this. All right, let me bring the screen up. There we go. All right, let's see. Career mode options. But yeah, I got you. Oh. Well, Pixie, blame the insomnia, but look at next icon next to your name. Here we go. Join co-op. All right. Do you want to do the treehouse or the temple? Okay. Weird. Why is it not letting me send an invite? Are you playing on Stream or PC or Microsoft? No, I mean like, did you get the game through Steam or did you get it through Xbox Game Pass? Okay. Try running the co-op. Well, it's supposed to allow you to just, click the slider on the top, but mine is not available. Let's see. Yeah, all mine are locked out for co-op. Oh, see, I've never done this. All right, which one do you want to do? A temple or a treehouse? Temple. All right. All right. Let me get the co-op started. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but it's trying to find you through Microsoft. Hold on, it might be in the settings. Gotta change something. Yeah, it just keeps giving me the option for Xbox friends. Yeah, if you have the log in through Xbox. Hold on, let me see how much it is on. Damn, it's still $24. Yeah, because the only other option is the Xbox Game Pass, which is $1 for the first month. Oh, I just found a way to do it. You're supposed to turn off the co-op, but you can change it to crossplay. Uh, my code is on the screen if you want to jump on my stream really quick. We're just fumbling the ball the whole way here. Yep. Unfortunately, it's not a power washing flow. It's just a sloppy, All right, cool, man. Let's get started. All right. You look a little messy, my friend. Oh yeah, for sure. I can assure you, my junk's not dirty. As long as you can prove documentation, I'll send you payment. It's like, here's proof of work. Let me switch over to. There we go. Yeah, and I would have put in more time to it, but my wrist gets really tired after playing for a bit because of how much you have to keep moving the mouse. And I'm just like, I'm taking a break, and I'm so close to just raising the money for the next gun, which is unfortunately $5,000. So it takes a few jobs to get to it. Yeah, I'm at the third one, I think. There we go. Got one done. Use the thicker blue gun. It has more power. And then only switch to the red one if you need the spinning nozzle. Really, you should have access to everything I've unlocked since I'm hosting. So press E to open up the menu, and then yeah, change. Yeah, and you'll have an easier time. And especially if you add the extended wands, you can actually stand from a distance and get more done from afar. It's like it's relaxing, they say, until your fingers are swollen and your wrist is all busted up from the arthritis. Oh god, I'm just taking a look at the whole thing. It's not as bad as other levels in this game. Yeah, I was watching a few people work out on the firehouse when you have to do the actual like escape tower, and between two of them, it still took like 2 hours. So what are you catching on anything Streamwise or YouTube that's like conversation worthy, man? Oh, we're gonna start doing art. Okay. Yeah. Let me show you how it's done here. I would say so. It's got more personality. Oh, that was my son, dude. I had my headphones on. I'm listening to the music and stuff, and he just walks up and taps me on the shoulder to say good night. But I was so into the music and stuff that I didn't even think about it that he was still awake. So it just like caught me so off guard. It was like, oh shit. Okay. Are you seriously pushing me away? I was kind of busy on the other side. Boring, stressful, and underpaid. So typical American job. Uh, can't go into detail about it, but I work with a lot of like um, executive level like customer service, I guess you could call it. But it's like I'm under a bunch of contracts, so it's like I can't really typical. It's one of those like we technically don't exist kind of departments. Like it's not a secret, but we don't have like a public persona that people can reach out to. It's one of those weird. You don't find us, we find you. Which is not the first one. I've been in a different one where I dealt with a whole different thing where it was more advanced technology, advanced kind of stuff, like advanced technology studies and research. But I got changed. But that department and part of the company closed out, so I had to switch over. So that's never fun. It's like you specialize in one thing, especially in the tech field, and then suddenly you're told like, yeah, that's done. We're moving on. It's like, oh, I only specialized in this for half a decade. But that's cool. Still have a job. Oh, oh, dude, what the hell did you do this for? Over here, what's this about? What the hell, dude? Hey, you had your art piece, I had mine, okay? So what else have you been streaming, by the way? Because I've been just sticking to a few games and trying to just enjoy what I actually stream. Yeah, okay. I have Minecraft. I have yet to touch the PC version. I mean, it's like I played Minecraft on practically every console in the last few generations, and it's just I've enjoyed it. I know PC with all the mods and stuff you can do is a lot more fun. So I have it. I just haven't jumped on it. Come on. I hate when you're working on the buildings that have ornate fixtures to them because you have to really get into every nook and cranny. All right. I bubbled up the whole side of the building, so did you switch to the proper nozzle? There's like a specific nozzle you have to use for soap. It's the one that looks like a soap bottle with a gun attachment to it. Well, I hit the whole side, every side of the building I could reach, so you should be able to just spray off most of the excess now. Don't jump, man. It's not that bad. Just tell me why she left, man. Just tell me why. I don't feel right, Mr. Stark. You went to a completely different dark mode right there. Who knows? That show's got so. It used to be so well written. Now it's just so many spin-offs. Like now you got the camp ones, and they're supposed to be little kids, and now it'd be weird if they did. Which one? Oh yeah, for sure. Well, because everything's going to streaming, so it's like if you're gonna do a show, you can do an entire season for 6 episodes. Do the second half like 6 months later, and people will absolutely watch it over and over again. Like, I can tell you right now, a show like Gravity Falls would have never happened on streaming, or at least not the way it did. Like all the real life interactions and the real puzzles put out in the world, or the fact that there were ciphers you had to actually break up, to find out more lore in the series. Oh yeah, I always hate that. Well, even now with streaming, they killed off so many shows in the beginning of the year that were just starting to get their groove into it, and now it's just not an option anymore. I mean, I don't have cable anymore. I haven't had it for like 2 years. Like now, my wife's the one that mostly watches TV, so she just orders whatever service she wants to watch, and then cancels them when she doesn't see anything that she likes anymore, and then picks it back up when new movies come out. So we turn them on and turn them off whenever we want to. I think the only ones that stay consistently on are Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus. Just because there's always something we want to watch on there. And my 9-year-old doesn't even watch TV; he watches YouTube. Yeah, I used to use it all the time. Same with Funimation. I used to watch a ton of anime on Funimation, and then most of the good stuff is either going straight to Crunchyroll, which is the same company now, or it's going straight to Hulu, anyways. So it's like at this point, I'm watching Funimation just to finish off My Hero and a few other ones that are exclusive to them, or at least have like a 6 month window before they can show up in anybody else's service. And I don't want to wait for somebody to spoil it on the internet like they typically do. Like, I don't know if you watch anime at all. Yeah, and even that's getting kind of hard to find, like the choice anime that you really want to enjoy, because either the animation is trash or it's getting dragged out far too long. Like, I try and watch One Piece. I know it's over 1,000 episodes now. I'm at like 700 and something, and I've only stuck to it. Yeah, I've only stuck to it and I only started it a few years ago because of the fact that the story actually has an end game, and every season is its own like standalone thing. Really, like it's not absolutely necessary to watch from beginning to end. But I have, and I've enjoyed what I've enjoyed. But I used to be one of those like, oh, F One Piece, don't ever touch it. It's ridiculous. Then one day I just had nothing to watch. It's like, I'm already paying for Funimation, and I got caught up in it. I'm not into it the way other people get into anime. It's just when I was like, all right, I finished the English dub. I'll wait 6 months for the next dump of episodes to come through. There's gnomes everywhere. There's a random gnome placed at every level. Even when you play the Ragnarok properties, you're gonna find gnomes, or the Tomb Raider ones, and even in the Mars level, there's a gnome. It's like, who needs a ladder where you can defy gravity and your legs? So I use it, and I've seen a few videos. Typically, I see them in compilations that other people make on YouTube, just because there's so much just trashy TikTok shit. Oh no, it was one I just saw last night where somebody put up a piece of paper, an egg right behind it against a mirror, and they're like, "Can somebody tell me how does the mirror know that the egg is there? It's magic." And then somebody posted another video saying the same thing. It's like, "Yeah, seriously, how does it know? Look what I'm doing." And finally somebody with a better education goes, "Guys, it's not magic. It's called reflective light. This is how it works. This is why the egg is seen. There's no magic. There's no mystical property to the mirror. Calm down." I'm just like, that's solid. Honestly, it's one of those topics where it doesn't affect me directly, and people want to identify it with what they want to identify. They should be free to do so. It has no direct correlation to my level of happiness. I raised my kids to be open and free to be themselves. My oldest is lesbian. My second oldest is bi. My oldest actually has 2 children with her ex-girlfriend. Like, genuinely, my family, we believe in letting people just live their lives. And I mean, so my wife is Native American, half Native American. I'm an immigrant from Mexico, and both our groups have suffered, from in the past, from just cruel laws, and could not marry someone who wasn't of your own race, stuff like that. So it's like, to have the opinion of like, oh, that shouldn't be allowed. It's like, dude, 50 years ago, I would have been not allowed. It's like there's. So that's the way I look at it. It's like, I'd be a hypocrite if I said, oh, they gotta do something about that. It's like, nah, because it's not too far of a stone's throw to do something about me. It's like, I'm an immigrant. People look at immigrants in a different way. What about you? What's your outlook? Yeah, but you know what? So here's the way I've always looked at things in society. Society works on a pendulum. we go to as a pendulum, we go from one extreme to another, but in between things tend to level out. So think about it, and as far as like just going back to the 60s and 70s, wherein being gay was just outright illegal. 80s and 90s, the AIDS epidemic was blamed on gay men. And now we have, the whole trans community being attacked. But in reality, the trans community as a whole, not so much. Trans women as a whole, yes. So the pendulum's going to swing in one direction for a while. And much like the gay community and, LGBTQ people, in the matter of years, they just become part of what society recognizes. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because honestly, people do need help and do need the resources they need. And we're wasting a lot of goddamn energy fighting something that affects no one in any direct way. Like the same argument of like, oh, gay people shouldn't get married. How does it affect you? Like, genuinely, does it stop your marriage from working, or is your marriage shit from the beginning and you're just mad about it? And I get your point too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand your perspective that it's a lot to take in, and we haven't even started to understand or settle on what we would consider the most basic, information that we need to just kind of go with the flow. But that's how all these things work. I mean, it's just the way society works. We're gonna eventually settle, and we're eventually gonna have a broad understanding. But I'll tell you right now, like children are the ones who are gonna embrace it better because they're gonna grow up with it. It's like the internet. I mean, I was born in the 80s. I had zero knowledge and zero understanding. Granted, I work in tech, so I have a very, specific understanding of the internet. But even my son at 6 years old already knew how to search for YouTube videos and knew what QR codes were. And hell, QR codes to me were like, what are those squiggle lines? Like, what is this thing supposed to be? And for him, it was just like, oh yeah, Dad, it's a QR code. Scan it with your phone. It's like, are you serious? So it's one of those things. Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, see, and I got a computer when I was 14. I was 14 years old, and it had a whopping 4 gigabyte hard drive, 48 megs of RAM. Like, to today's standards, the watch on my wrist has more tech. Yeah, and they're the cheap little like wish level laptops. Well, so right, so think about society that same way. Right now, we're that big bulky computer that's just barely trying to run what it runs. But 20 years prior, we were in much worse shape. Still trying to run the same software, miserably failing at it. But as we move along, things get more streamlined, and things change and adapt accordingly. Um, we're just in a really what's that joke? We're just in the dark timeline right now. Shit's gonna even out whether people like it or not. And I know a lot of friends and especially streamers who are incredibly stressed out about it. But I've been around long enough, and I'm from another country where things were a lot worse and probably still are. I'm not gonna claim that I know much about what's going on in Mexico anymore. But I was there till I was 18. I grew up their childhood entirely, and I have family there still. And they're not they don't act the same way they used to act. My nieces and nephews who are in their 20s now certainly don't act the way anybody I knew as a kid acts now or acted then. So it's one of those things where I've seen the change from my perspective, and it does change, and things do get how about it, like change is kind of forced upon the older generation, whether we like it or not. So it's one of those things where you can either accept things and start to understand them better, or you can sit on your on your little pedestal and bitch your kids are running on your grass. It's so it's like you said, it's just so much stuff to take in, but it's one of those. If you really think about it, is it that hard to really try and slowly adapt and understand better? Or is it easier to sit there with your arms crossed going, nope, nope, not my America, nope, not happening. And then 20 years pass by, and you're still sitting there with your arms crossed. Meanwhile, everybody around you has just kind of gone, dude, can we get past this already with you? Like, shit. Like, your kids are trans, dude. Like, get over it. Like, it's one of those things where, like, if I grew up the way my dad wanted to and my daughter came out to me, I would have been like, nope, not my kid. Not happening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But again, man, it's one of those, we'll even out, though. I mean, remember the shit always, shit always sinks, is the way to put it. People who are, essentially grifting the idea or trying to essentially milk things to their benefit, eventually it doesn't float. Eventually it fails. But I mean, think about it this way: for bisexuals in the '90s, they weren't accepted in the LGBTQ community so much. They were considered essentially undecisive people or just greedy who wanted to have it all. And now it's like most people will either identify as bi or a bit bi curious, really just meaning that, yeah, I mean, I could if I really wanted to kind of attitude. But it's also not something that somebody goes, oh crap, she's bi or he's bi. What the hell's that about? It's like, oh yeah, I had a buddy in high school who was bi. What's up? Like, it's not even a conversation piece. It's like nobody comes up and goes, hey, my name's John. I'm 25. I'm bi, by the way. It's like you find out about it and you're like, oh, that's cool. John's got a boyfriend. Like, you don't even go, oh, I thought John was straight, man. It's like, nobody cares. So it's just one of those things where, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you're running into the wrong people who constantly make you feel like shit for fucking it up, that's really more their attitude. Because there's plenty of people I know who are trans who genuinely, when they first start transitioning, they they understand that it's an adaptation period, not just for them, but everybody in their life has to now, adapt their mindset and understand what they're going through, even though you can't genuinely relate. Because let's face it, it's like saying me as a guy, a biological cis male, trying to understand what a woman feels when she goes through her period. It's just not going to happen. Like, you can explain it, you can demonstrate it, you can show me all the books, videos you want. In the end, it is just base knowledge. It's not a gained experience, but it is a gained understanding. So when it comes to trans, people in your life, it is just a matter of just try to understand, just try to grasp the just shit they're gonna go through for the next few years, because we don't exactly live in a society that is open armed for them. And it's one of those things where if we can be an ally, at least be a friend that goes, hey dude, we're cool. Like, you're still the same person I knew before. You're just, identify differently. Because in the end, it doesn't change who they are. Like, I've got literally friends that came out and now they've transitioned, they've had their surgeries, and now they're making a fortune as performers and stuff like that. So it's like not only are they happier as a person, but they've actually managed to start a career out of it, making more money than they were making like a Hot Topic or some shit like that. So it's odd, but it does eventually just turn into the norm. Hell, just remember, like, not too long ago, video games, the traditional video game character was a white male. And then Lara Croft happened. Like, that was like the big thing in the 90s, like, oh, Lara Croft, and everybody was obsessed with her because she was basically the first female protagonist that made it big. Yeah, except for if you press the tab key, you're gonna see all the dirt we have everywhere. So you doing college or you're just working? So do you go to college or you're just working? Oh, that sucks. I mean, almost every job right now has been like that for people. I mean, look at Maya, who's been trying to find a new job for a while now too. Yeah, I think she finally got the schedule. Kind of got the schedule she wanted, but I'm not sure how guaranteed that is for her because I know that she gets it changed out every once in a while. Yeah, it's kind of the crappy part about our situation is that we're at the beck and call of the companies, but not so much. They are not at the beck and call of our personal financial needs either. It's kind of why I do this on the side of a full time job because I'm like, even if I'm not making it, any real money, I can at least entertain myself and build a community and make some friends because I sure as hell can't afford to be going out to bars.
Hello, Daddy.
Hey, buddy.
How are you talking about how you walk on
I'm talking to my friend Winter. Says hi. Hey, I was asking who scared the crap out of me last night. I told him it was you. Don't laugh about it.
I was just trying to say hi.
I know you were trying to say hi. You still scared the crap out of me. He heard it too. I know it was funny. I heard the recording and made me laugh. I'm gonna break it down into a TikTok clip just to put it out because that was just too funny. He never gets me either. He tries to scare me every once in a while. Because him and my wife used to scare each other all the time, and he always lost to my wife. But then I don't try, and when he does try, I get him back right away, and it's like he hates it because he just can't ever manage it. So to get me last night, I was like, dude, I'm proud. I did not see that coming. Oh, you knocked the gnome over, huh? You knocked the gnome over. If I saw it on the ground, I was like, that's a tool, or by the way, have you seen the TikToks from the fast food house? The ones with Rhonda McDonald and Wendy's and stuff. Oh god, I've been loving that shit. It's so fucking good. Though, yeah. Oh god, I love Ed. The Noid makes me crack up too. Like, there's no understanding that character, but it's still good. I've seen a lot of them lately. Have been with Veggie Grill, or as they call her, Veggie Girl. Have you ever watched Devil Artemis? Have you ever watched any of the Devil Artemis YouTube videos? If you ever watch Dragon Ball Z, he does a running joke about the Cell games and everybody wanting to fight Cell, but it's gone to a whole different level from there. He's got Kermit. Cell has Kermit the Frog as a best friend. Hold on, you got some shit. Oh, it's your face. Yeah, it's all the little detail stuff. Yeah. Did you guys not like it? I enjoyed it. I took my son to see it in 3D. Yeah, the theater near me was playing it in real 3D. I didn't know it was. I just paid for the ticket and walked in, and all of a sudden, we needed the glasses, and it's like, oh, well, shit. I'm not either. Normally, I wouldn't have, but I didn't realize it, and honestly, I'd never taken him to one, so I figured let him get it out of his system. And besides, what better movie to do it on than a video game movie he wanted to watch? Oh, I loved it. I mean, for what it was, I wasn't expecting like incredible writing or anything like that, but definitely hoped for better than the original like '80s movie. And it definitely went past that, so I was happy with it. The Mario rap. Yeah, my son has been playing the hell out of that. The which one? Oh, Peaches. Yeah, Peaches. I love that whole performance. Somebody did a remix of that with the vocals. Yeah, I saw the music video where he's in the pink room that looks like a peach. I absolutely love that. That dude really got into the role. I remember when they were playing his interview, he's like, "Yeah, I went to learn how to breathe fire from one of the members of Kiss," and I was like, "Oh God, yeah, okay." I mean, I get it. You're really into it, which is cool, but come on. But then when he did Peaches, I was like, "Oh yeah, you had to be really into it because they let you write a song for it. It wasn't just like we just need your voice, Mr. Kung Fu Panda." Yeah, it was. I think he was the best part in that movie. Honestly, like for me, that was the voice, the attitude that he put into it. It was great. Chris Pratt wasn't as terrible as I thought. I'll say that much. It felt like it was definitely cashed in. Like, all right, I've got a contractual obligation. Here we go. Versus Jack Black, he was like, dude, I get to do this. Like, let's go. Oh yeah, Martinelli. Yeah, he played the dad, and he played the that little weird guy in the pizzeria. Yeah, when I saw that character, I knew it was him for sure. It was the dad that I wasn't 100% on. Like, it sounded familiar, but I was like, I don't know. I'm just glad they gave him the respect to put him in the movie and not just outright, boot him out of the out of the whole thing. Because I mean, he's been the voice for so long. Well, he's Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario. It's like the guy is those characters, so it's like I'm glad that they at least acknowledged him that way. And I doubt Nintendo would have been cool with just going like, nah, forget that guy. Like the company, for everything anybody can say about them, like they don't necessarily let go of their people just because. Even the guy who created the what's it called, the Game Boy, and then screwed up with the Virtual Boy, they didn't fire him. They just didn't let him work on anything ever again. But they kept paying him. I mean, they're gonna make a bunch of sequels. I'm patient enough to wait for stuff to develop naturally. Yeah, Yoshi Egg. Yeah, I mean that's exactly. It's like there's no rush.
Goodness.
Yeah, there's definitely. I have no rush. I mean, if I was patient enough to give the Marvel Universe 10 years to get their stuff together, and that was before Iron Man, I can wait a few years for other characters from the Mario Universe to pop up. The commercial, or not the commercial, the Bowser and the Penguins. I was laughing at the fact that the commercial was a lot longer than we saw in the trailer. Yep. Yeah, I called it the I called it when it came out. I was like, I'm testing it. It's got to be real. You get Luigi. Yeah, you get Luigi's voicemail. It's like, Mario Brothers, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And then if you look at the reviews, there's a review from Spike saying that the Loser brothers or whatever he calls them in the review. He's like, these guys think they're plumbers now, huh? And I'm like, I was laughing at it because my wife's like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, Spike's from the first video game that both Mario and Luigi showed up in outside of the arcade. She's like, "All right, Nintendo nerd." I'm like, "No, I'm just serious. Like, I know the name Spike." I had no idea the character was in the movie, so I just thought like, "Oh, that's a cool video game reference to throw in there for fans." So then when he shows up in the movie, I was like, "Oh, it wasn't just a random reference. Cool. Thank you for acknowledging my nerd." And there we go. We got one side of the peak over here. I didn't realize it was a race here. I'm trying to get a job done here, sir. Quality over speed. All right, I think this part's. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as I got home, I started looking up like the typical Easter egg videos of like, oh, what did you miss? And Peaches was the first thing I saw. I was like, yeah, I'm good with this. This will be fine. It's like it's all right. Can put it on replay. No, it's like a little web comic I saw a few years ago where it's Halloween and the Grim Reaper starts knocking on this old lady's door, right? And yep. So Death knocks on this old lady's door, right? She comes out with a bucket of candy. She's like, "Oh, aren't you cute with your costume?" He's like, "No, ma'am, I'm here to collect." Holy shit, are those full size bars? All right, you know what? I'll see you next year. It's like that's not that bad if you give him a Snickers. Oh god damn it! Come on. Recently, I don't know. I caught like a bunch of the stuff I missed in theaters, like Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, I mean it wasn't as bad as Thor 2, but it wasn't as great as Ragnarok. But I mean that's my fault for expecting two movies to be equally as good back to back. Although I am excited for that new Ninja Turtles movie that's coming out. Yeah, my son's excited for it. I still collect Ninja Turtle stuff here and there, so I'm excited to just see another one. My son's already asking for the toys. I'm like, we'll see how you like the movie before I go spend money on that. You'd be surprised how much this kid does not do that. Like my son, I can tell you right now, has never thrown a temper tantrum, especially not at a supermarket or anything like that. Like the typical kid, it's like, but I want it. Like never once. And in fact, I remember once when he was really little, saw some kid doing it, and he literally goes, "What's wrong with him?" I'm like, "Nothing. He's just having a temper tantrum." He's like, "That looks ridiculous." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it kind of is, but he's little." And he's like, "No, but it still looks ridiculous." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm like, he's little. He doesn't know any better." He's like, "I don't want to look ridiculous." I'm like, "Okay, well, then don't throw a tantrum like that." And he never has. And anytime he jokes about doing it, I was like, "Go ahead. I'll make sure everybody's watching." He's like, "That's not funny." I'm like, "No, it's okay. If you want a show, I'll get you an audience. Come on." And he's always joking about it, but it's still like the thought that he thinks I will do it, and likelihood is I will. Like, no, come on, you're gonna embarrass me. I'm not gonna throw you into the ring with me. All right. Oh, I always hate when you hit the 99%. This is the only part of this game that strikes me as like, what are you talking about, dirty? Nope, found one. Damn, I need to. Where's the ladder at? Regular ladder. Damn it. It's the figurehead right here. It's probably the very top of that thing. Damn it. There we go. You. Alright, I'll be back. Yeah. You put this one in backwards, by the way. The steps are supposed to be on the other side. Yeah, the problem is it's on the other side of that area. Yep, hold on. Oh, you can't jump with the... not while you're carrying a ladder. Damn it. Because you're inside of it. It's because you're inside of it. Yep. Oh, here's the other one. Yep. Hold on, stay out of it. Alright, this is as close as I can get it. Well, we've got two ladders, so we can place one in the middle and then utilize the other one. Yeah, we're going to have to move it to the other side. Here, let's try from right here. I was going to say land on the other peak of the roof and then pick it up again. Right there. There you go. Other side. It's the front one, front of the building. I don't know if you are you able to place it. There you go. Perfect. You should be able to clean it now. All right. So what's left? Barge boards, whatever those are. Found them. No, you're already up there. I've got this part over here. The blue ghost. Oh, the little oh god, it's not a ghost. It's a I forget what they're called, but they're from Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that thing was making me chuckle. Just like death is coming, it's over. Just like it's already so depressing in here. Could you be quiet? Uh, this door. Where did we miss on this one? Oh, on the very top. The barge are the frames on the roof. Because I already found one. Mm. Okay, we got two. I got the two doors. Let's see. Oh, it's this one right here. Got it. Let's see, one or two braziers. Oh, this one. Got it. Let's see, window decorations. Trying to figure out which window decorations it's talking about. Now this is the ones on the very top again. Oh, come on. Okay. Mm. Okay, so it's not the ones up. Got it. One more window frame. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for because I'm not seeing. I'm highlighting them. It's not not giving me anything. Oh, found it. Got it. Window decoration done. All right. If you just point at them, you'll be able to see the highlighted amount that they need. Like it'll tell you which one you're pointing at. So window frame, window frame. Got it. Nice job, man. Oh. Oh, I'm watching the review. Oh, press it. Did you press escape on it? Oh. Okay, the next two are huge. All right, man. I'm gonna call it a night because that's it's 11 o'clock for me, and I gotta work in the morning. We gotta do this again. All right, man. Well, thank you for letting me join you and being a part of this fun community. Like I said, we'll do this again. Hopefully, you can't sleep on another night, and we'll do it all over again. All right, my man. Take care. All right, man. I'm just gonna send my raid over. There's a really great guy named Jambread Music. If you've ever listened to his stuff, he does live composition. All right, man. Talk to you later.